Hello, Year 8. This is just a quick video all about refraction. I'm just going to show a quick demonstration of refraction and just tell you kind of what's happening and just the setup and what we can expect. So here I've got a glass block in the middle of my paper, and I've just drawn this normal line at 90 degrees to the surface of the glass block here. And clearly I've just got air all the way around this glass block. And down here in the corner, I've got a ray box. I'm just going to turn that on, and you'll notice that a light beam is shining out. I'm just going to line that up with this point where where the light ray hits the glass block at the normal line, to this point here. And you can hopefully see that as the light goes through the glass block, it changes direction. And the light ray should continue in a straight line, but it'll actually bend at this point, at the interface between the line of the glass block and the air. So where the light changes from going from the air into the glass block, the light bends, and it bends towards the normal. You can see that it's kind of going in this direction, and it bends towards the normal down in this direction. And you can see kind of the opposite phenomena happening as it leaves the block. Here the light bends back away from the normal. And as an aside, you can also see a little bit of reflection here. You can see the light ray coming off the block here, bouncing, hitting the side and being reflected. But most of the light is refracted as it goes through the glass block. So I'm just going to make a few notes and kind of explain what's happening and just draw on the lines as we see it. So we have our light ray going into the glass block, and we should draw that as a single straight line. And it's also helpful if we're drawing it to draw the arrow showing the direction that it takes place. And then as it hits this interface between the glass block and the air, it bends towards the normal. So we can show that bending towards the normal here. And it bends towards the normal when we have a less dense medium, air, and it goes into a more dense medium like a glass block. And then when it comes out, we should draw another normal line just so absolutely clear, another normal line at 90 degrees. And then when it comes out of the block, it bends away from the normal, and it'll actually end up parallel to the original ray. So I can draw that here coming back out. And again, to show the direction, I should add little arrowheads going on here. So here we have our angle of incidence, and here we have our angle of refraction. And in this case, we can see that the light is bent towards the normal. What's going on here? And the reason that happens is that the light slows down in a dense material. So the light here is traveling at the speed of light in air, which is about 300 million meters per second. When it crosses this boundary, it slows down as it goes through the glass to about 200 meters per second. And that slowing down causes it to bend. So the light slows down in dense matter, 2 T's, and bends or changes direction. So this diagram is a classic setup for and demonstrating this principle of refraction, how light changes direction when it goes from a less dense medium like air into a more dense medium like a glass block. Hopefully that video was useful and you get an idea of what's happening, and there's the reason why, because it's to do with the light slowing down.